Good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Nico, and this is the Nico J Trading Channel. This is the daily trading session that we're going to do. We're going to be trading some options. We are half an hour into the UK session, so let's go to the charts and see what's happening. We have some data coming out, quite a bit of data today, or now, rather. We've had some flash manufacturing from French and German. We're going to get the total euro in 30 minutes. And then we also have the manufacturing PMI for the pound in an hour's time. I don't think we're going to be trading still when we see by this time, or I don't think the video will be, we will be done with the video by the time this is, but we will be trading through this and we'll see what happens on the charts when it does. So yeah, we're just going to be using our normal strategies. We're not going to do something special today. We're just going to do some trading, see if we can hook a few trades while we're busy. Unfortunately, the payouts are a bit low at the moment. It kind of sucks, but we'll see. We'll try to make the best of it. If it doesn't go up real soon, we'll just drop our trading size. And then do a few trades, because if I drop my trading size, I did explain this before as well. If the payouts are really low, I'll do like maybe 20% of my normal trading size. So I'm usually trading $500, but I'll drop it down to 100. The reason I do this is when the payouts are really low, when you take a loss, you need to win so much more to recover that loss and get profitable than you do when the payouts are really high. Usually on a PO broker, the payout for Euro USD is 92%, so that's very easy to recover your losses. You don't feel a loss that much, but on 74% you do. So I'll change it lower, because if I do take a few losses, by the time the payout goes up, I'll just put my trade size up again to what it should be. I'm not putting my trade size up to recover losses. I'm bringing it down because the payouts are low, and then I'll take it back to normal. So then I can just recover easier if I'm having a bad few trades with a lower payout. So if I make my payout $100, for example, if I make my trade size $100 when the payouts are this low, even if I lose 4 trades in a row, by the time the payout gets back, I'll do one $500 trade and would have recovered the loss already. Okay, so that's how we do it. That's why I change my trade sizes when the payouts are really low. It's to keep me trading, because there's no point in missing out on good opportunities just because the payouts are low. But I do bring my trade size down when I do this. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Let's see. We had a big push on the data. I do think we're going to retrace a bit today. I covered this in the Forex video earlier. The reason why I think we're going to see some red for most of the day, but we'll have to wait and see. We don't predict what will happen, because that's impossible. We're only going to follow what the market shows us. We're going to follow the price. That's the easiest way to do things. Right now we are bullish. We have been on the 1 minute for quite some time. So for now, we're just going to see if we can find a few retracements and continue with the trend, with the current trend anyway. And we'll see what happens. We're seeing new lows on the 10 seconds, so we could be seeing some downside. No idea. Again, we never try to predict the market. We only follow what the market is showing us. It's the easiest way to do. Let's hide those. Oh, by the way, if you're new to this channel, I suppose, on the chart we've got Bollinger Bands on the price and 3 moving averages. It's a 50, 100 and 200 moving average. Simple moving averages, normal. And then we've got the ADX, the RSI and the stochastic oscillator. All of these are set to 14. Bollinger Bands are also set to 14 with a 2-period deviation. And we use these indicators for different strategies. We have 4 main strategies that we use. One would be divergence. That's where the stochastic comes in mainly. Second would be the DI spikes on the ADX, where we get a massive DI spike, but the ADX itself is very low, telling us that it's very likely that the price will reverse immediately. And then we do retracements like this. When we get retracements on the moving averages or close to the moving averages and the RSI gets rejected off the middle line, we just take, this would have been a buy, for example, 5 minutes because it's under 1 minute. We would take buys, and we do this again here when the RSI gets rejected. When it makes a correction, this happens while we're in a trend. So we've got strategies for the ADX strategy is works really well when the market is ranging. The RSI strat works really well when the market is trending. So we've got strategies for both market conditions, because the price will always do one of those two things. It will either be trending or it will be ranging. So we've got strategies to trade both market conditions. So we don't have to, if you only have a trend strategy, when the market goes into range, you have to wait until the market breaks that range again. And vice versa, if you only have a ranging strategy, you can't trade when the market is trending. So we use strategies for both. And then also divergence works well in both ranging and trending markets, because we've got 4 different kinds of divergence. 2 of those are reversal indicators or reversal signals, and 2 of those are continuation signals. So the continuation signals we will quite often use in trending markets, and the reversal signals tend to work quite well when we are in a ranging market. So we'll just sit tight and take our time. We don't rush. We don't, we wait for our strategies to give us entries. Yes, it's slow sometimes. Yesterday was a great day. Lots of trades. Today, not so much. Market is, the movement is a bit erratic today, but we do have a bunch, like I said, we do have a lot of data coming out now, and it's important data. So that's why we're seeing these big moves. We just gotta have to wait it out until the conditions turn in our favor and we get some decent entries on our strategies. We might get a buy opportunity on euro now, on 1 minute. We do need to see some downside, but we might get another rejection of the RSI. Especially, this would be nice if this happens. If we can see some big red and it's this lower Bollinger Band while these bands are still closing. If they don't flatten out or open up by the time price hits, I will take a 1 minute buy. This is this is something that I always play. It's a very slow strat, but it does work beautifully. But we do need price to hit. If it doesn't come, if it moves slowly, if we only see a bunch of small candles, this won't trigger. The Bollinger Bands will flatten out or open up. But if we get a nice big red spike now, we can definitely take a 1 minute buy. Just need it to hit though. If it doesn't hit, it's no trade. Let's change this down. I'll change this up again when the payouts go up. Got 30 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. I was hoping for a nice push downwards, but doesn't look like we're going to get it. We are getting some hidden divergence on the 10 seconds. Combine that with the rejection of the Bollinger middle line on the 1 minute, we might see a drop here, but it hasn't confirmed yet. And if price goes up more, it's going to void. Then we won't have divergence. And that's what it is. Okay, so price made a new high. We don't have divergence here, so we're going to stay out of this. No trade. I suppose technically one could argue that it is because these highs are the same size, but I don't like it. If it's close, I like it to be clear. My entries need to be clear. We've covered all the strategies in previous videos and on the live trading channel. Close is not enough. It needs to be a clear entry. All the strategies we use have very clearly defined entry parameters, and we stick to these. If you have to wonder if it's a valid signal, it probably isn't, and take it as such. So if it's not clear to me and I have to like start measuring candles and stuff like that, I don't take the trade. It needs to be obvious, it needs to be clear that it is a valid trade before I enter the position. Let's see what's happening. Or let's see if we can find something. Trading is a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Okay, so we are hitting the RSI on the 1 minute. We're going to wait and see what it does. It could go either way. I'm not going to get in early. We need to wait for our strategy to give us an entry. We can't go early. If we go early, quite often, most of the time, if you take a trade early, you're going to burn quite a bit. It's not worth taking the risk. Does look like we're going to head upwards now. Candle's almost closed. Let me just see what happens. That should be fine for the 1 minute. I'm also going to take a 5-minute buy here. Ooh, $10. One minute might have been a bad idea. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left on the 1 minute. This is looking good. Okay, so the 1 minute got in. Now we just have to wait and see for the 5 minute what it's going to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to run. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. We did reject off the middle line there. So that's the reason we took this, or I took this. It's the corrections in the trend. It's the same entry as this. It's the same entry as this. The RSI was a bit sloppy there, though. It wasn't. These were very nice hits, or very nice rejections. This one was a bit sloppy. It was wasn't that clear, but this last spike is what caused me to, or the last drop here is what caused me to take this buy. We might get some bearish divergence now on the 1 minute. might. We'll wait and see. We did make a new high. It's clear. If the price can go up a little bit still, it's fine. But if my stochastic doesn't make a new high and turns downwards, turns downward, it's going to be a 5-minute sell for me, because that's going to be normal bearish divergence, and I'll take the trade. Just have to wait for it to finish forming. Can't rush this. It's not there yet. For all I know, price could just keep on pushing, and we see the stochastic make a new high. So that's the reason we don't get in early, we don't jump the gun, but it does look like it's going to set up bearish divergence. So I try to spot setups like this before they happen. It is not in order to predict what price will move, or what price will do, but it helps me to be prepared. I won't get caught off guard if price starts dropping now, and the divergence does form. Oftentimes, I find that if I don't try to predict possible setups, not predict, if I don't try to identify possible setups before they happen or as they're happening, I often tend to miss out on the trade. Then I'll see it too late, and by the time I'm ready to action it, this is going to be a 1-minute sell. I'm going to take a 1-minute sell here. The reason I'm taking this is we had this run up on the on the upper Bollinger Band, and price flatlined into a range, and we had this little stochastic jump. This is actually what I did the live stream yesterday, explaining on the live stream yesterday. I explained this. We covered this specific strategy, the stochastic jump like this. It's technically it's technically a kind of divergence, but it's also not. But this is one of my this is my second favorite strategy to use, and I use this specifically most of the time on 10-second charts, where I'll do 1-minute trades. It's got a very decent win rate. Doesn't fire that often. It's going to be close, this one, eh? Okay, so I lost that. Our 5-minute trade is going to be in the money though. And it's probably going to tank right now as well. We should see it move down. What's the time? We're 8 minutes away from the data. Okay, so the 1-minute, the 5-minute buy was in. That be the rejection of the RSI we took was in, and it's coming down now. Let's have just a quick look. 8 minutes away from this. We should see some movement on Euro USD when that data hits. Oh, this is going to come down so hard right now. I'm just not sure when, so I'm not taking it. This is just a feeling, and I don't take trades on feelings. But it's gonna come down. I was unlucky with this 1-minute sell here. This time was just a bit off. Here we go. There's the drop now. Sometimes this happens. Occasionally I will get a very nice setup from my strategies. I'll take the trade and it'll just barely OTM and then go. It happens often, but if it happens so that, like this trade I took here, where I lost it, I don't take another one because I'm certain it's going to drop. I took the entry from my strategy, it lost, and that's it. No martingale, no revenge trading, no doubling down on being wrong. Just wait for the next entry. It does happen sometimes, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's the drop. The stochastic jump always signals a drop for us. Okay, so the divergence didn't play out on the 5-minute because of these three little green candles there caused the stochastic to keep climbing. So we didn't have a clear divergence entry. We do have another rejection of the RSI here, but this is I'm not going to take a trade now because it's going to have to be a 5-minute trade, and we are much too close to important data. I do not want to be in a trade just before data hits. So we are actually going to sit for 5 minutes now and do nothing. We got to wait for the data now, for the data to hit. If we get a big spike, I'll consider doing a reversal trade, depending on what the direction is. Especially if it's down, because we're in such a strong upwards trend at the moment. If the price does spike down, I'll give it a second or two to probably like wait for the 10-second candle to close and then take a 1-minute buy. If it spikes up, I don't really want to put it in reverse, because we are in an upwards trend on euro at the moment. This is a very strong upwards push, especially on the higher time frames. Let's go to higher time frame. Let's just have a look quick. Okay, so we are in a very strong upwards move. We have been for the past just about hour and a half. It's been pushing strongly upwards. I'm not comfortable selling into this. Okay, my ADX on the 5 minutes showing no signs of stopping. Everything is pointing that we're going to everything here is pointing to price continuing upwards, but we are close to data and we don't know what the data is going to be, and we don't know how the market will react to the data. So I'm going to stay out of this. If there's a drop though, that's the only if there's a big candle downwards, a big red candle, will I consider taking a buy for 1 minute on the data. But otherwise, if it spikes upwards, I'm just going to stay out of it. I'm not going to do anything. And then if it's a big candle, I think this video is going to be finished, because I'll have to wait at least 15 minutes. If there's a massive reaction, I'll have to wait at least 15 minutes for my charts to normalize. So I'm not going to sit for 15 or 20 minutes and do absolutely nothing, because that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to have to do, is do absolutely nothing, wait for my indicators to catch up with the new candles, and then only then can I start trading again, because I don't want the data reaction factored into my indicators. So we'll have to wait and see. We are just under 3 minutes away. Let's see what the data will bring us. That's still low though. And it's Friday. I'm not always in the mood to work on a Friday. Any excuse to take a Friday off. Okay, 2 minutes. Got some hidden bearish divergence on the 10 seconds. If we weren't this close to the data, I would take a sell here. It hasn't crossed though. Always important to wait for the stochastic to cross. If you're looking for if you're using the stochastic, well, basically for anything, it does need to cross to confirm the entry for us. And it didn't. 30 seconds, and then we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm going to be, if there's a big red candle, I'll take a 1 minute buy on the data. If it's green, that's it for today's video. So let's see what happens. Fingers on the buttons, here we go. And data. No reaction to the data. We can continue trading normally. Unless it's been delayed. Was it delayed? Okay, so the market didn't react. This is a non-event. And we can just continue trading. Yeah, non-event. Data is out. No surprises. We can carry on like normal and look for more entries. Okay, so quite often people ask me, how do I trade the news? Or how do I trade data? And this is how. If there's a big reaction, I just usually take a break for 15 minutes or half an hour. If it's a non-event like this, we just carry on. I simply carry on. I don't have to, I don't worry. I don't worry. No, anyway, I carry on. Carry on like this. It's a non-event. Market didn't react to the data, and that's it. Okay, we might see some divergence here. Might. It does look like it's setting up on the 1 minute as well. Would be nice if it sets up on both. Payouts suck. It's not there yet on the 1 minute. On the 10 seconds, it's not there yet. Oh, there we go. There's a reaction to the data. Delayed. No, it's not a reaction to the data. It's been what? It's been 2 minutes. Oh, this is something else. This is something else. I think probably just a bunch of buy orders that got hit now. I'm really tempted to take a sell, yeah. The divergence played out. It's playing out in the 1 minute as well. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close, see what it looks like. It looks like it's gonna be a 5 minute sell. Now let's go for it. I'm gonna take a 1 minute as well. One minute is it's a bit risky. But I'm betting on the momentum, or not the momentum, I'm betting on the divergence setup on 1 minute to push the price down. Okay, so our 1 minute trade is going to pay off. Now we just gotta wait and see what the 5 minute trade does. 5 minute sell. It is confirmed divergence though, so we're not worried too much, really. I think once this trade is over, we're gonna cut the video for today. It's been half an hour already. So 3 more minutes and then, or 4 more minutes, and then we'll see what happens. Or we'll see what's what. But it's been a good session. It's been a good 30 minutes. This is our 5th trade right now. We've only lost 1 so far. So I'll take that any day. It's a pity that it's small trades. When I say small, it's smaller than what I'm used to trading because the payouts are so low. But I always tell people, and I've said it so many times on this channel as well. As a trader, our number 1 priority is protecting our capital, and our number 2 priority is growing it. When the payouts are low like this, I do not trade my normal trade size. I make it a lot less, so that in the case that I do lose a few trades, which happens, I don't need to work so much harder to recover those losses. There's a big difference between a 70% payout and a 90% payout. That's you can look at it this way. If you want 70% payout, you need to win 5 trades to make the same amount of money that you would if you did 4 trades on a 90% payout. That's the difference. So if you're doing 1-minute trades, because of the nature of options, we are doing 1-minute and 5-minute trades throughout the day. So we're doing quite a decent amount of trades. We're not over trading, but if we get, let's say 6 entries an hour, right? Let's say we're averaging 6 entries an hour, and we trade for 4 hours. That's what's that, 4.5 extra trades that you do on a 90, extra, the profit will be roughly 4, it would be as if you did 4.5 extra trades during that 4 hours if you're on 92 versus 70, or 90% versus 70%. So I don't know how to explain this properly. Words are like escaping me. You just if you think of it in terms of trading, so for every 5 trades you do on 70%, you only need to do 4 on 90% for the same results. And this works for profit and losses. You need to keep that in mind. Your losses are always consistent. It's always 100% of what you trade, where your profit will fluctuate according to what the payout is. So if I lose 2 trades, I need to win 3 trades on 70%. Let's put it this way. If I'm doing $100 trades and I lose 2 trades in a row, I have to win 3, and if I win 3 after that, I'm gonna make $10. Whereas if I lose $200 trades on a 90% payout, if I only do 2 more, I'm $20 in the red, and if I win that, I'm $70 up. Our trade is winning. There we go. Good one. Okay, guys, that's it for the day. I think it's a good time to stop this video. It's Friday. Let's get some trading in. Careful, there is still a bunch of news. Don't get caught off guard. But it's weekend. I've got some stuff planned for the rest of the day. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, as always, trade smart, trade safe. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Cheers.